Yeah. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video, whether religiously or in passing. You already know, man. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the. You know what I mean? Please subscribe to the YouTube down below, man. Let me share it for y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me share the YouTube. You already know, man. That's the YouTube Hype Fan Eagle one. So for all my Twitter people who are tuning in, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button. You know what I mean? So the algorithms can keep going. Also, shop at hypewave91.com. Man, I got some cool merch. You know what I'm saying? This is a shameless plug. I got some cool merch. You know, for whatever. You know what I mean? Some nice good sweatpants. You know what I mean? Come check us out, man. Come check us out for sure. 100%, man. 100%. 1,000%, man. Come check us out. Good merch, man. Good merch, man. Hypewave91.com. Oh, yeah, my bad. My bad. You already know, man. So we about to get into it, man. This is the Hype Talk right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Young Jers, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, Hype Fan Jers?
Man, same old, just up here, just trying to doing it every day, grinding, getting this equals and getting this NFL talk going on. Same old shit.
Same old, right? You know what I mean? We got some good news today. You know what I mean? I actually woke up from a nap from the good news. You know, I don't know what time they announced the good news, but we got some good news involving our team. You know what I mean? Involving our quarterback. We'll get to that in a minute though. But like you said, everything good though, right? Everything good.
Yeah, everything Gucci.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So we about to kick it off like this, man. The biggest topic of the day is Jalen Hurts' contract, y'all. You already know, man. He got a 5-year, $255 million deal. It's 255, right? Yeah, 255,
Yeah,
$179 million guaranteed. So
yeah.
that goes to his bank automatically. Now they gave us a breakdown on Twitter of the of what he's going to make yearly. Let me see if I can get that real quick. That should have been pulled up. Anyways, like I said, he get 179 guaranteed, and I think 2023 he gets 6 point he get 6 point something million. 2024 he get 13 point something million. 2025 he get I think another 13 or 14, and then he get another 20 million after that. But a large majority of his contract is already guaranteed, so he get that now. He get that 179 now, and the rest is throughout the duration of his playing time in Philadelphia. With that being said, I like this move, man. How you feel about it? Because this is what we've been waiting for so far.
Yeah. It's finally come. We all been waiting since the offseason started. We wanted to know what it was going to be, and we already had an idea. You know, we was talking about a range from 150 to two. I said I was hearing about 250, but I didn't know if they was going to actually go that route. But I said if they do go that route, then he deserved it. You know what he did. So I'm really happy for him and congrats for him. Only thing I would say that is he said that he's the highest paid, in history dealing with, especially for a 5-year contract. But even though out of every player and the highest out of every player this season and everything, he still that's just the cap off of the pay. But when it comes to the guarantee, it's not the highest guaranteed. I think
Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Watson got the highest guarantee.
I think he actually third place after Deshaun, and I was hearing something about Russell Wilson.
It was yeah. After Russell Wilson, yeah.
So
it's just the highest contract period. Because of when you want to talk about, besides the guarantee, just in total, you know what I mean? That's the highest period. We know Patrick Mahomes got that. Got that $500 million deal, but when you break it down, it's not really worth $500. It's actually team friendly, and then that's all incentive. So I don't want people to get it misconstrued when they be like, well, what about Patrick Mahomes? No, Patrick Mahomes deal. It may be 500 million, but that's not really what it is for real. You know what I'm saying? So I got it. I got the correct next 4 years for Jalen Hurts. It is 2000 for 2023 is 6.5 million. 2024 is 13.56 million.
Mm-hmm.
2025 is 21.77, and 2026 is 31.77. So that is real good. Like I said,
Yeah.
he got 179 at the signing. You know what I mean? At the signing. So
Mm-hmm.
this what we knew. We didn't know that he was going to be the highest paid in history, but we
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
his contract was going to be somewhat at his ballpark. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying?
Yep. Yep.
That's actually good. There's a lot of argument going on with the whole Lamar Jackson thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you
Let's
feel
hear
about
about
that
that
though?
too.
How do you feel about that situation?
I don't know. That situation is a little bit. It's a little complicated. Especially I've been hearing a lot of Ravens fans how they be feeling about they should have been paid Lamar Jackson, and they don't know what was going on with it, and saying about Lamar Jackson of how he
Hmm.
feel about them waiting, and he just like he would just keep having this option open. But I heard that they went out and got Odell Beckham or something like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we saw him and Odell, they met up and it looked like they was happy and chopping it up. So it felt like he got comfortable, and so it just seemed like all he wanted was, the pieces and them actually care and
Hmm.
actually make him feel like he matters in it. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
for
yeah.
them went out and get Odell Beckham and got a few other more, got some other pieces and everything. I actually think some people, I don't know if he going. It's still not sure if he's going to take the deal and stay with Ravens. But
Mm.
it made his percentage up more to stay.
Yeah.
But like they were saying when it came to this Jalen Hurts contract of him,
Contract. Hmm.
yeah, with him getting this deal, they was saying that I was hearing a lot of them like even with Joe Burrow, they were saying that like this some especially Nick Wright, he was saying that he wasn't really worrying about this contract with Jalen Hurts because he already knew that this was going to happen. It was more of I look on Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, but more he's saying more of Joe Burrow because he feel like they're gonna give since they gave Hurts this, now they be able to know what they're gonna get Joe Burrow, and he feel like Joe Burrow is gonna get more than what Hurts got. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah,
you know how he feel about Hurts and how he feel about Joe Burrow anyway. And then
yeah.
he had mentioned Lamar Jackson of now it would see what they're gonna offer Lamar Jackson because of Hurts contract. So
Hmm.
you know, I don't know, like Lamar Jackson deserves his money, but he fit do it. I don't know. I can't even answer that. Like he deserves his
Yeah,
money, but at the same time, would you want him to see in a better team than the Ravens? Like, is there
yeah, yeah,
another
yeah,
team that he would fit better than him fitting in the Ravens? Because that's the whole thing. Like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
he might
You're
go
right,
to
right.
another team and another team might not utilize him like the Ravens was utilizing him, and then
That's a fact. That's a fact.
his
Yeah, yeah,
career
yeah.
might not be the same. And then now it's even worse. He in a worse predicament. Like, at least they know what you get from the organization, know what they have with Lamar Jackson, and he can
Hmm.
still have some of a franchise. But at the same time, I understand like you want what you deserve. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's why
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
little up and down with it.
Yeah, I feel you. I was telling somebody this. I was like, yo, I I totally understand if people, if they end up saying, well, what about Lamar Jackson? You know what I'm saying? Lamar matter of fact, I understand if people like Jalen Hurts don't deserve this type of contract. And
Yeah,
I was trying to listen to it from their side and stuff like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay, well, let me be objective. If a lot of people saying Jalen Hurts doesn't deserve this type of money, I can understand why they're saying that because he only had one magical season that was last
yeah,
season. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So if I
yeah,
if I
yeah,
really wanted to play devil's advocate, I could understand why some people would say, well, he haven't duplicated that. We gotta see if he can duplicate that season. You know what I mean? To give
yeah,
him all that type of money. And I can understand the argument if they be like, well, he don't. I can see if Lamar Jackson got that contract, but not Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts only did that one season. Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson had an MVP season, and plus he got his win loss ratio is like through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he
yeah,
only lost probably like what 13 games or something like that, but he won like 45 games. So
yeah,
it's good. You know what I mean? He been an MVP before. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Without really having a very good offensive team, without really having that many weapons
yeah,
to it. Though Jalen Hurts
yeah,
only did it one season, so I understand that side of the argument. But when you look at it like this, Jalen Hurts elevated his game and then took our team to the Super Bowl
yeah,
with the
yeah,
pieces. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
and on top of that, the leadership and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And just a man amongst men. You know what I mean when it
yeah,
comes to Jalen
yeah,
Hurts. So
yeah.
I feel like he definitely deserved a contract, especially after he played last year and got us to the Super
Yeah.
Bowl and
When
everything.
you
Like
finish,
just
I
how he
want to
performed.
piggyback off of that. You know.
Yeah, go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Are you done? I ain't want to. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wanted to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Like just like you said, when it, dealing with the comparison between Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, um, I get it. You know, Lamar Jackson, like you said, he's been in the lead. His wins, you know, he's been doing good, even though he didn't get to that promised land, he didn't get to that
Hmm.
spot. But he always kept them looking like an elite team, like a team that you got to be on your A game and beat. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
and he
fact. That is a
yeah
fact.
he kept the Ravens like that, you know, because you know Ravens for some time before Lamar Jackson, they wasn't like they was iffy a little bit, you know, because they
Hmm.
used to have the
Hmm.
best defense, but when Ray Lewis left, it was just every them Joe what his name Flacco what his
Joe
name the
Flacco. Yeah,
yeah
Joe
yeah
Flacco.
when he left all that they was like a little iffy, but then when Lamar Jackson came, they found like they found they you know mojo, and then they made a
Hmm.
whole franchise around it, and now they was an elite team like they used to be, like you know, and so I get it. You know, he was an MVP candidate, and like he well deserved it. But at the same time, like you said, Jalen Hurts only had a one magical season. But I feel like what the organization is looking at more, yeah, he only had one magical, but they also like the one keyword you put, they looked at growth. They looked at when he started as a backup and he came in, he did pretty
Yeah.
good and all that. And
Hmm.
then the next season when they finally made him start and we was an unexperienced team,
Yeah, he
he
got us to the
he
playoffs.
had a lot to learn. But
Yeah.
to get to a playoff with a lot
Hmm.
to learn at the same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
surrounded around other players that's still learning too.
Two. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That means a lot. You could get to a playoff while you're still learning, while you still getting experience with other players is that still getting experience. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure they looked at that, and then going to the next season after that is inexperience in season.
Hmm.
You go
Hmm.
into the next following season and play elite like you got it. All you needed was 1 year to get it. And you had that 1 year, the next
Yeah.
following season, your accuracy, your gameplay, your decision, your leadership, all that they
All of that.
always say that it shot up. They would say that was one of the most changed that they seen in a
And
quarterback
quarterback history. Yeah.
history.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to make that next after an unexperienced season to go to the next season to get to the Super Bowl, they had to pay
Yeah.
him like that. It was
Yeah.
like
They.
it was
It was
something.
no choice. It was no
Yeah, it
choice.
was like, yo, he had a growth on him that we never seen. So we
Yeah.
we want this. We want to make sure we solidify this type of quarterback and
Yeah.
be behind him and give him the pieces.
Mm.
So I feel
You
like that's
killed
why
that.
they
You
did
killed
it.
that. You
Yeah,
killed that.
I felt like that's the reason why they did it in that way. And but I also feel like Lamar Jackson do deserve his too. But
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
to that comparison, I feel like that's the comparison that needs to be talked about when it comes to the him and Lamar Jackson. Like,
Well, this is the latest news on Lamar Jackson. Let me go to it real quick, and this is a credible source for those who don't follow JPA football. I don't
yeah,
know if you follow him. Follow them on Twitter or Instagram.
yeah, yeah,
Very credible source. But the Ravens made a contract offer to Lamar Jackson that includes 200 million guaranteed. So somebody in the comments said if he doesn't sign that, I mean, if he doesn't sign that on the dotted line, it's 100% his fault moving forward. I could agree with that too because my thing is this. Okay, I don't know if L. Jack really want that Deshaun Watson contract, that $230 million guarantee. But bro,
yeah,
you are getting your contract is probably like 275 million overall with 200 million guaranteed. That's still a good enough
Good
contract. You know what I'm
contract.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think the GMs and everything, they don't want to give nobody remotely close to what Deshaun Watson got, because what Cleveland Browns did was dumb. Now I feel like the owners and everything, they're trying to reset the market back to where it should be. And I feel like
yeah, yeah,
$200 million guaranteed. That's good for L Jack, man. He better take
yeah,
that and he
yeah,
better do his
yeah,
thing with
yeah,
that. You feel
yeah.
me? And they got him Odell Beckham. Now it's not a prime Odell Beckham Jr., but it's still a good enough option for your
Option. Yeah,
football team.
yeah,
You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? So with that being said, man, I'm very happy for Jalen Hurts, man.
yeah.
I'm expecting him to actually you know what? I'm expecting him to be the quarterback that he needs to be. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
put any heavy expectations or he need to throw for 5,000 yards just because he got a
Yeah.
new contract. I'm not about to do that. I'm
Nah,
expecting
nah.
him to be exactly who he needs to be going into next season, and that's a leader
Exactly.
and that's a captain of the football team. To
Exactly.
be honest, you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying. With that being said, we still got a few people that we didn't hear about with the contract yet. Not even a fucking word, and that's Joe Burrow and that's Justin Herbert. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So we still waiting for them to see what they get. I don't think Justin Herbert is going to get a Jalen Hurts type of contract.
nah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
Joe
yeah, yeah,
Burrow might get that
yeah, yeah,
because he
exactly.
actually took a team to the Super Bowl
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Jalen Hurts did. But
yeah,
I don't think Justin Hurts is going to come remotely close to that at all.
yeah,
You
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? The next thing is safety Budda Baker from the Arizona Cardinals, man. Very good safety. Actually, yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
I think me saying very good is actually an understatement. But a very talented safety.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like if we were to acquire him, it would be I think it'll be an upgrade over what's my man's that went to the Detroit Lions? CJ Gardner. I think he's
yeah,
better than
yeah,
CJ Gardner. You know what I mean? CJ Gardner is a ball hawk, but I think an overall safety, he's better than CJ Gardner. He covered better than CJ Gardner. He faster than CJ Gardner. He can hit better than CJ Gardner. He could come up in the box better than CJ Gardner. Everything he do, if we do acquire this man, now this the thing though. If we end up getting him, that'll be that's Budda Baker, Justin Evans, Budda Baker, Evans, Edmonds. We still got Reed Blankenship. We still got Kayvon Wallace, and we still got Greedy. That'd be damn near 6 safeties that we signed this offseason, bro.
You say
That'd be
Justin Evans?
yeah. Justin Evans. He came from the Saints
No, no,
on
I
a
didn't know
1 year
you
deal.
mentioned him. I didn't know you mentioned him and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Justin
okay.
Evans. That'd be damn near 5. I don't know. I don't know if they counting Greedy Williams as a safety or not, or a slot corner. But
Yeah,
if they do count him as a safety, that'll be 6 safeties that we signed this year if we end up getting Budda Baker. With that being said, would you go after him, being the fact that he is still in his prime and he's that good, he's better than CJ Gardner. Would you get him, or would you focus on trying to go out there and find a linebacker? Because I don't think that there's not that many linebackers left for real, and I'm not
yeah.
sure. You know what I'm saying? So what would you do to actually shore up the
Um,
defense?
you know how I feel about linebackers, but at the for this position in time, I'm gonna switch it. Just be fact because of what I seen in Budda Baker is what I always talk about what we need. And even
Mm-hmm.
if we get him and it'll probably it might cover over the linebacker position, which we went and got somebody with the linebacker position. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Um, um
Morrow. He's from Chicago Bears. Catching
yeah,
him Morrow.
so
Yeah.
yeah, so hopefully he have a good season. And so but we made it to the Super Bowl with the type of linebackers we had this season. So we always had that type of,
Mm-hmm.
we always have an iffy linebackers, but long as we have the pieces around that give our linebackers help,
Yeah.
I feel like we'll be okay. And what
We'll be
Budda
okay.
Ba- what Budda Baker has that I feel like that will be okay is he could
Mm-hmm.
help out the linebacker because what he had when I seen him, he
He
comes
come
up
up.
quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
yeah,
He can
yeah.
play the box. He can come up in the box
Yeah,
and he can
yeah,
cover.
yeah.
So
They call him like a heat seeking missile or something like that. And
yeah.
like he'll be backfield, and then next thing you know, he all the way up with a running back, like stopping runs and Like he could be downfield, and then next thing you know, he's up. And he'll read a run. He'll see a run, and he'll come all the way over and make a tackle that he see like the linemen or the linebackers just can't reach. And
Yeah,
his tackling is that's one thing that we had to get better in going to last season. That even though our defense did good with sacks and everything, covering deep balls, we still lacked in a lot of missed tackles and had a hard time tackling and getting
yeah,
these running backs down and wide receivers down. Like, and he's a good tackler. And that's what we
yeah,
need, somebody
yeah,
that
yeah.
could come and tackle. Like, and he's not all that big, but he's big enough. And for
Yeah,
being his
he's
size,
stout though. He compact, like he
yeah, yeah, yeah,
compact, so
yeah,
he
yeah,
good. Yeah,
yeah. To be his size and to become and hit hard enough to get these players down, that's what we need. That will help out the linebacker. Why? Because he know how to come down and give them help and everything. So and then he know how to catch. I saw a lot of plays. He be up on he ball hawk too. He be up on
he bought.
interception.
Yeah, yeah,
His coverage. So I really would like that decision.
yeah,
I always talk about the linebacker, and I want that because we always lacked it. But if I will accept this time if they to get Budda Baker first before a linebacker. If we could get him, I will accept that. Why? Because I see a lot of potential in him that we would need
yeah.
um for that defense. So
Yeah,
I
man. Shout out to all the Twitter people that's viewing this, man. I just shared it or whatever like that, man. Please make sure y'all share this video on both YouTube and Twitter, man. Um, I feel like too. I feel like as far as the linebacker position, like I agree with what you said. We just need like if we could get comparable play from the linebackers this coming season like we did last year, I think we'd be
yeah
good because
yeah yeah
now it's more so of a passing league instead of like the teams running it, they are passing it more. So
yeah
I feel very comfortable with us getting two lockdown corners and two very good safeties that actually
safety
help
yeah
with the
yeah
pass game. And I feel like if our defensive front would be something similar to last year, that'll actually help the linebackers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
yeah
With the
yeah
tackle and
yeah
stuff because
yeah
our honestly, our defensive front did damage last year. We led the league in sacks, 74 sacks. You know what I'm saying? So if we could continue to bring that pressure, that'd be good for the safeties and the secondary too. So honestly, I would say I would rather go for a Budda Baker and or a safety of that caliber rather than a
mhm,
linebacker. I feel like we'll be okay with the line, even though we really want a linebacker, like you said. But I feel like we'll
yeah
be okay at the linebacker
yeah
spot. You know
yeah
what I'm saying?
exactly
I'd rather
exactly.
take that safety, especially with him, because like you said, Reed Blankenship, he's a hitter. He could come up and play for real. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? He could come up in the box. If we end up getting Budda Baker, he could come up in the box and play for real. And also, there's still a linebacker out there, Devin White from the Buccaneers, that are requested to
Okay,
trade. So
okay.
we don't know. We might trade up. We might trade up one of our first round picks and get a Budda Baker or a Devin White. Who knows? But I'm
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with either one, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah.
hopefully we land either one. But so far, from what I read, one of his potential landing spots is the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me read it. It say the Eagles are viewed as a potential destination for Cardinal star safety Budda Baker. People talked around the league and are looking at Philadelphia because they are in a need at the safety position because CJ Gardner left in free agency. So that's what they're saying with the JPA football.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So going back, let's go back into last season, right? Um how do you feel? Like, do you feel good where we left off at going into this upcoming season? So when you look at the totality of last season, offense, defense, how everything was ran, how we threw the ball, how we ran the ball, how we
Yeah.
played defense. Going into next season, are you feeling confident? Do you feel like we're going to pick up where we left off at and take the schedule into consideration as well too when you're talking about
Yeah, yeah,
are we gonna pick up where we left off at?
yeah, yeah. No, no, you definitely gotta take the schedule into consideration because we this whole schedule is very different from our last season's schedule. Like the type of offense
Yeah,
that we gonna play, like if it like get the defense like. The offensive, I mean, you can't forget the defense. You always got to account for the defense of with the teams that we play with, the type of defense they have. But reason why I'm saying not very because I feel like our offense is solidified what we got. And I feel like they were
Mm-hmm.
like on the position on running backs, on wide receivers, on the blocking, the quarterback position. I feel like our offense is prepared for I feel like it's prepared for what in defense we gonna face. Like
Yeah, yeah.
because we could do it any other way. Like we gotta switch it up. Okay, they stopping the pass, we are running, they stopping the run, we gonna pass it. So that's what I feel like we'll be good in that area. But um the offense that we plan.
Mm-hmm.
Playing against like a lot of aggressive teams, like I always say, the Dolphins, and having them on our list, having the 49ers, having them on our regular season, even though they is a controversy dealing with their quarterback, but I think they solidified their quarterback. I forget what it is.
Yeah, they
Um
still going through. They still trying to see if it's Brock Purdy or Trey Lance.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah, yeah.
they
But
going through that. Yeah, they going through that.
but they still potential team that do it. You got the Chiefs, then you got the Geno Smith with the Seahawks, like et cetera. You already know the rival games
We got the Buffalo Bills
yeah,
next
yeah.
season.
Like we playing some offense, so like I feel confident and like and only because of what we did with the offseason on our defense. Um, I wasn't at first as confident because I was okay, but I felt like, yo, the offense is going to be good. But I felt like if we didn't get these pieces of our defense, we'll be playing touchdown to touchdowns with these offense that we had. And it would have come
Mm-hmm.
down who would score more. And I felt like giving us, if we don't have that a good enough defense in the offense have a pretty good enough defense better than our defense, they might
Mm-hmm.
end up not outscoring, but end up having beating us by a field goal. Like the game could easily be a 40-38 game.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it could easily be that type of game that we lose by a low. We lose. It came down to the wire, but we lost because our defense couldn't hold up enough than their defense. Like
yeah.
because we got the offense to score, but we playing other offense that could score too.
Of course, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now is what our defense is gonna do. Like, and, so that's why I was a little bit unlike sure, but us going out and getting these pieces on corners and on our bringing back some more people on our linemen, our defensive line like Katavius Street and other bring it back
Yeah, yeah,
Brandon Grahams and Fletcher Cox and having Reddick back and Sweat, all these boys coming all in here. And then bringing back our bringing back our Slay and Bradbury and getting some safeties. We actually brought those pieces back, so that makes me feel like okay, now we
yeah.
looking good on the defensive part. So now we balanced. I feel like the offense is a little bit more, but the defense is there to complement
It's
the
there.
offense
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
so
yeah,
now get to my point. I just had to make that little said to get to my point. Now I feel confident. Now I feel like,
yeah.
yo, we should be good going to this. Even though we playing some dog offense, we playing some aggressive offense, we playing a new schedule, we playing. I feel like we have the pieces now, and I feel confident. I think we'll pull this off. We definitely gonna make it
Mm-hmm.
to the playoffs.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, same here, man. I second everything what you're saying, man. No biasness, man. I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like going into this season, I feel like, man, the confidence of just the offense alone, man, the
Hmm.
confidence of AJ Brown, the confidence of
Yeah.
Smitty,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
confidence of Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts. All three of them pretty much are best friends. You know what I'm saying? Just the confidence of the offensive line. We still got the same offensive line that's still gonna be doghouse and shit. We
Yeah.
still, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? We
Yeah.
got the running backs. You know what I'm saying? Listen. And if we do add another running back, hey, I'm all for it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? I feel like going into next year, I feel like everybody right now is still looking at us as Super Bowl contenders, man.
Yep.
Going
Yep.
into next season, and I can honestly say I feel like that too. And this is if this wasn't my team, and if I was analyzing this team from the outside in, I would be like, yo, they still got the same pieces on offense. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? They just bulked up on defense a little bit. They might still be missing like a linebacker here, but pretty much, like you said, we still got Katavius Street. We still got Fletcher Cox. We still got a young Jordan Davis. We still
Yep.
got Darius Slade, James
Yep.
Bradbury.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we got our we you know what I mean. We got our quarterback. We got a couple of we got a linebacker that came in. You know what I mean? But overall, though, as far as on the offensive side, we can compete with anybody. You know what I mean? If we do end up getting in the shootout, we got that much of a high caliber offense to do that. Now, like you said, the offense is right here. I hope y'all can see me in the defense right here. But I feel like
Yeah.
even with this, it's still a balance. You
It's
know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
exactly.
our offense is like this. So
Yep. Yep.
going into, picking up from where we left off last season, going into this season, I feel like we're going to be a little bit more better this season than we were last season. You know what I mean? Because last season was like, okay, cool. This AJ Brown first year with Philly. You know what I'm saying? This damn that we done had hella 1 year deals on the defensive side, but everything clicked at the right time. But I feel like going into next year, being the fact that we did lose the Super Bowl, I feel like now we got a chip on our shoulder, and I feel like our chances. I feel like we're going to get in the playoffs regardless.
Yeah.
But our chances probably, and I don't want to jump the gun, but I feel like our chances on getting back to the Super Bowl is just that much better. You know what I mean? It's just that much better. So going into the draft, next week, the draft is from the 27th through the 29th, and I believe, my brother, you are off on the 20. You are off on the 27th, right?
How my schedule be switching back and forth, I gotta see. I might be. Hopefully I am. I gotta see. I gotta see.
I don't know because the draft.
Which day is the 27th? Which day? What's day that land on?
I don't know. Because my daughter's birthday is, if I'm not mistaken, Friday. My daughter's birthday is Friday. So let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Pardon me, y'all, while I look at the calendar real quick. Okay, so the 27th is Thursday. So you'll be at work. You'll be at work on the first day of the draft. So I'm gonna have to hold the draft day down.
It's next week Thursday, right? Not this Thursday. Next week Thursday.
Next week Thursday, yeah. But then it runs the round one. Round one is next week Thursday. Then you got round 1, 2 next week Thursday. Then I think round 3 and 4 and 5 is Friday. Then I think the last.
Nah, I'm off next week Thursday.
You off Thursday next week?
Yeah, because
this your weekend coming up.
Yeah, today's Monday. This Friday is my weekend. I'm off. I'm off Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. I work Monday and Tuesday. Then I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. Then that's when I gotta work that long Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend. So I should be off.
I remember. I remember for sure.
I should be off.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how we gonna do this because I know Sparky and them, they want to do like the whole Spaces. I know they want to do the whole Spaces thing, but we'll figure it out because of course I'm gonna be doing my videos in between, but we gonna figure it out though. We gonna talk about it because
we definitely figure it out.
We definitely gonna figure it out, man. So hey, man, listen. For y'all, please make sure that y'all smash that like button, that share button on Twitter and on YouTube, man. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel right there, Hype Fan Eagle 1. Follow my boy on Twitter. I don't know if y'all see his Twitter page up there. But you'll see it. When I tag him on Twitter, you'll see his Twitter page. Follow him on Twitter, man. Follow me on Twitter. Smash that like button, share this everywhere. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for tuning in to for the Hype Talk. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles. That's Hype Fan Jers. Thank y'all, man, for tuning in. Gang.